exchange and promissory
Bill of exchange and promissory note. Yeah.
note. What is the
Y-
difference? Basic
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah. 1 minute. Say a promissory note is an instrument. A executes a promissory note favoring B for value received from him. I promise to pay Mr. B a sum of rupees 10,000 with interest at 8% per annum for value received. I will put a revenue stamp, sign over that one, and not only that, I will also sign on the left one more signature and write also son of so and so. So this is a promissory note. In the case of promissory note, you have only two parties. One is promisor, another is promisee. But in the case of bill of exchange is an instrument in writing containing an unconditional order directing a certain person to pay a certain sum of money only to or to the order of a certain person. I am just telling you, based on mug up I have made some years back about this because I was teaching in colleges. Look, in the case of bill of exchange, A is drawing a bill of exchange on B, directing him to pay money to C or his order, a certain sum of money, rupees so and so, and um, uh, with a certain sum of money only to the certain person for value received. This is the important thing. Here, the direction is made by a certain person, definite person, to a certain person, and without any conditions. See, if the bill is drawn, A draws a bill on B, pays C, provided C marries D, then that is not bill of exchange because there are certain conditions attached to it. In all these cases, bill of exchange, it is an unconditional order. So to sum up, a promissory note has two people, promisor and promisee. A bill of exchange has three parties, one drawer, next drawee, and next one payee. So extending this definition only, a check is also a negotiable instrument and it is a bill of exchange. I mean, check is also a negotiable instrument. Three instruments are considered negotiable instrument. One is promissory note, second bill of exchange, third is a check. So could you follow the points, Anurag, broad,
Yes,
broadly? Otherwise, what we can do here, number one, we can search in Google also. Google uncle will help us. Difference between bill of exchange and what else you asked? Promissory note. Yeah. So many people have asked, it seems, because the moment I type, it comes like this. So I will show you this link. I'm just searching in Google. What is the difference between bill of exchange and promissory note and check? Are you seeing this, Anurag?
yes, sir. It is
Yeah.
visible.
Yeah, promissory note is valid only for a period of 3 years. This point I omitted to tell you. A promissory note is valid for a period of 3 years of its execution, after which it becomes invalid. A check does not require acceptance and its object is immediate payment. A bill of exchange must be accepted first before payment is demanded, and no acceptance required from the drawee. So this is what it is. How are bill of exchange and promissory note similar? Similarities: bill of exchange, promissory note are both financial instruments. They are both used for financial transactions. They are both written commitments. This is one important point. It cannot be oral. Written commitments between a buyer and seller or any other parties that are agreeing to a financial transaction. What is the bill of exchange? Bill of exchange is an instrument in writing containing an unconditional order signed by the maker directing a certain person to pay on demand or at fixed or determinable future time a certain sum of money only to or to the order of a certain person or to the bearer of the instrument. So this is what the definition. And I think this much will do. So whenever you have a doubt like this, boys and girls, you can search in Google like this. The moment you search like this, you will get allied questions also. You have to go through them. But the best suggestion will be after going through whatever is given by Google, it will be very confusing. Too many ideas will be there. So, what I suggest, you write a short answer in about 5 or 6 lines and keep them ready with you so that you can tell it in a real interview. Is that clear, Anurag?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very good. So thank you. Now, anybody next, any other questions you have doubts, you can ask. In fact,
Sir,
Mr. Rajan, yesterday you missed the class where we were discussing about the psychometry test. And in that, we were discussing about 20 questions. Not only that, we were discussing about, say, certain important points regarding, say, our interpersonal relations, etc. And I have posted that material in your folder. How many of you saw that? Anybody saw that? I have posted after discussing with you from 8 to 9 o'clock yesterday. After that, what I did, I culled out important portions and I posted that in our State Bank of India folder. Did anyone see that one? Please tell me.
I
Have
saw
you
your video, sir, but I did not see that folder, sir.
folder I have posted yesterday only because you
Okay,
know
sir.
what you know why I had to post it.
Yes, sir.
In the end, I found I was not recording the yesterday's class.
Uh,
So I thought there must be some way by which I tell you the information. So accordingly, I tried to post it. This is what it is. This is psychometry test points. Um, these are the things.
okay,
This is
okay, sir.
what
I'll
it
check
is.
out.
This is what I have compiled. Rajan, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Rajan, இருக்கறா?
Yes, sir.
ஓ
I'm
குரலே
here, sir.
குரல அடையாளமே தெரியலப்பா. I'm not
Okay,
able to
sir.
recognize your voice. You know,
It's
congratulations, Rajan,
been.
on your
Yes, sir.
selection as clerk in State Bank of India. It is after how many years of struggle. Look, candidates, he may be feeling bad, but still I am telling because here is a candidate who has done, what is it? He studied electronics, na? What did
Yes,
you
sir.
study? Yeah,
Electronics and communication.
and which year did you pass out that degree?
14, sir.
See, so many years back, and so much of struggle he has been making. And we were in close contact for 1 or 2 years when I was in Chennai. And this boy and one Ashrita, they were very true followers of my. Every day they will come 4 o'clock, and they used to study general knowledge and all that. And that has rewarded him now only after so many years. And of course, Ashrita is now in our RRB as an officer already. So why I want to tell you all this, boys and girls, some of us are appearing for the first time and are lucky enough in being selected for interview in the first attempt itself. Good. I wish you success. But per chance you are not getting selected, we should not lose heart, but try to find more options again and again. Study seriously. I really appreciate you, Rajan, for
Yes, sir. Thank you,
your
sir.
for your sincerity in preparing for say fourth time, fifth time, and all that. That has only helped you. Rajan, for
Yes,
your sake, I'm just showing you this paper. Here I have told you what are the do's in your psychometry test. and
Okay,
some
sir.
of the points, like what are the qualities of a winner, then what are the obstacles to success, then what are the qualities of a personality in a present personality with character, what are they, then reasons for failure to achieve excellence, then tips for success, then this is my regular point, achievement motivation, 25 points, which can be used by you while telling about your strengths and all. And this
Okay.
one is various interpersonal skills, leadership skills. This is again very important one. These are the qualities in which questions will be asked in our psychometry test. 40 qualities in us, and this, if you read this, this is sufficient. Based on this, only questions will be there. Tonight, or sorry, tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, again we will meet for psychometry. In which case, we will do one or two more papers so that you will know about that. So this is what it is about the psychometry test in our State Bank of India. Now, any other questions, please? Anybody else? Any questions? Now, any banking related questions you ask, so that it may be useful for our um, South Indian bank candidates also. Yeah. Any banking related questions you have in mind? Yeah, please ask. Vineet, Vineet, I think you are going for Bank of Maharashtra, na? Vineet? Vineet is not coming. Vineet, you are appearing for. Hello, Vineet. Yeah. Doesn't matter. No problem. So now, in fact, I was told by one of the candidates, Rajat Verma, who attended interview, that in USA, not two banks, now three banks have failed. Anybody knows about that news? Latest news? Not only Silicon Valley Bank, not only Signature Bank, there is one more bank, Silver some bank. You know,
Silvergate.
you, Silver, what bank?
Silvergate Bank.
Silvergate.
Silvergate Bank. So likewise, the problem is things are changing quite often, and we must keep ourselves updated with what is happening. And regarding South Indian Bank, let me tell you, boys, here there is one column known as news and events. Somewhere I found news and events, and in that news and events, they are telling about certain awards, etc., they have received. So they are asking questions in South Indian Bank about latest news about them and all. So please go through that point. I got it when I was discussing with that guy. I'm not able to get it. This is one problem with this. So please try to find out about they are telling there about the South Indian Bank is the greatest place to work in South India. Then awards being received, Finoviti Award and other those awards, so many other awards they have given. Please go through that one. Yeah. Here it is news. I'm showing you. I'm showing you for South Indian Bank people. South Indian Bank Unati, please see here news. This is NRI news, and there was one more news and events. There is one more. Please search it and try to know about that one. That will be helpful for you. Very good. And invariably, they are asking questions only about, say, your college, your degree, not based on your degree, about your place and all that. Sometimes they ask questions relating to a Reserve Bank of India. Now, let me test this from our state bank candidates. State bank candidates. Please tell me. Let me try first with my Rajan. My Rajan, are you willing to take this question?
Yes, sir.
Please. Now, first and foremost thing, boys and girls, most important quality required for ensuring success is you are developing confidence to speak in English, or if you are taking Hindi medium, in Hindi medium. So now, but Rajan has got no option but to speak in English. Rajan, please tell me, Who is the governor of Reserve Bank of India?
Mr. Shakti Khan Das, sir, is the governor of Reserve Bank of India.
Now, can you please tell me the names of 3 or 4 people who were governors of Reserve Bank of India?
Mr. Raghuram Rajan,
Yeah.
sir, Shakti Khan Das, and Ravi Shankar, T. Ravi Shankar. He's the
No.
assistant.
Ravi Shankar
No,
is no, he is
deputy governor. Yes, sir.
deputy governor only. I am asking governors.
Governors.
Now let me give this chance to Anjali. Anjali, can you answer me names of 4 governors or 5 governors of Reserve Bank of India? So, yes, please.
So, hello.
Yes.
First of all, Shakti Khan, who is who is now the governor of Agra. Then Patel. Then Mr. Manmohan Singh. That's all I can remember.
That's all you remember. Unati, please tell me what are the names of governors, previous governors of Reserve Bank of India? Unati, are you able to hear me? No. Anurag, can you remember? Anurag, can you?
Sir, I'm not sure, but Mr. C.D. Deshmukh and I think Ope Smith, the first governor of RBI. I'm not sure, sir.
Why should you say I'm not sure? Don't say this in interviews. When you go for interview, you should not tell this, but simply tell what is the answer you have in your mind. Now I am showing you the list here, just a list. Yeah. I'm coming here. So now we have Mr. Shakti Khan. Are you seeing on the screen? Rajan,
sir.
are you seeing on the screen? Yeah. Shakti Kanta Das, Urjit
sir.
Patel, Raghuram Rajan, followed by D. Subbarao, then Y. Venugopal Reddy, Bimal Jalan, Rangarajan, all are famous names. S. Venkita Ramanan, R.N. Malhotra, Amitav Ghosh, Manmohan Singh. We will stop with that. Yeah, so many people. But of course, this type of question is very rare. I asked only to frighten our friend Rajan. Rajan, where are you now? Rajan.
Yes, sir.
Rajan,
I'm here, sir.
yeah,
Yes,
please
sir.
tell me what are the functions of Reserve Bank of India?
Functions, sir.
Yeah. Functions of Reserve Bank of India. Yeah.
It is the Central Bank of India. It controls the monetary policy concerning the national currency, sir.
Okay.
It also is responsible for the issuance of currency to sustain monetary stability in India.
Okay.
And the main functions are to issue currency and take credit control measures, sir.
Okay. Then.
Yes, sir.
First class. We'll wait. Unati must be experienced in this because we would have discussed this more number of times. Please tell about Reserve Bank functions.
Sir, Reserve Bank is the monetary authority of India. It regulates and supervises the financial market also. It is the manager of the foreign exchange and bankers to the bank, and it also provides payment and settlement system to our Indian banking. And it is a issuer of currency, and it is a bank and debt manager to the government also, and it is a lender of last resort also.
Good. He told correctly, but even you were repeating the same points. For example, Rajan, when you were answering, you were repeating the same point. Issuer of currency. You are repeating more than once within the same thing. So that's what. Yeah, Unati, you have anything to say now?
Sir,
Do you have? Yeah.
I think I covered all the points.
Yeah,
Is
you
there
have
any
covered.
point left?
You have covered all the points. That's right. See,
Yes, sir.
actually, this information is provided in guidely material or in some other aperchit material that has been given. The main functions are number 1, bankers to bank. bankers to government, note issuing authority, foreign exchange control, and monetary policy authority or monetary
Yes, sir.
controlling. If you tell like this, it will come out in order. Rajan, do you remember?
Right.
First, bankers
Ruling-
bank, bankers to government, note issuing authority, then controller of foreign exchange, and this. Now,
Monetary
incidentally,
authority.
yeah, so this monetary policy authority, fine. Incidentally, there can be sub questions relating to this. How many public sector banks are there in our country now?
12.
12 is the answer.
12,
Good.
sir.
12. Bara. Similarly, how many small finance banks are there in our country?
Also 12.
That is
12.
also 12. How many payment banks are there? Now I
Six.
will ask
6.
6
sir.
only. Yeah,
6.
correct. Samadhan, can you recollect all the 6 names? Names of 6 banks?
Sir, all
Sir,
total.
Geo Payment Bank, Airtel
Jio
Payment Bank,
Airtel Payment
Indian
Bank,
Post
Paytm
Payment
Payment
Bank,
Bank,
Fino Payment Bank.
NSDL Payment Bank.
Yeah, good. That's right. Now, you tell Samadhan, try again. Samadhan, try.
Jio Payment Bank,
Correct,
Airtel Payment Bank,
correct,
Paytm Payment Bank,
correct,
NSDL Payment Bank, Post
correct.
Payment Bank, Post Office Payment Bank,
India Post Payment Bank.
India Post Payment Bank.
Ah,
I
then
think one remaining. I don't know.
another one.
Fino
Some-
Payment Bank.
Fino, correct.
Fino Payment Bank.
Yeah, very good. Fino Payment Bank, that is one thing. Now, questions that can come related to RBI. Number one, why Reserve Bank is going on revising the repo rate? This is the
For
question.
controlling inflation.
Yeah, in order to control the inflation. Malayala, Anil, how will increase in our repo rate will control inflation? How it will control inflation? Malayala. Anil, you are from which state? Anil. Anil. I don't know. I think internet some problem somewhere. It's okay. What was the question? Yeah,
How
tell me
inflation
how.
Sir, how
Uh,
repo rate,
tell me, Unati.
sir, how repo rate, yes, sir.
Unati, tell
Sir,
me.
answer.
Unati, please tell me how increase in repo rate will reduce inflation.
Sir, repo rate is the rate at which banks can borrow money from RBI. So if RBI increases the rate of if RBI increases the repo rate, so the bank can borrow money at higher rate. So if bank get a money at higher rate of interest, so they will provide the public so they can so they grant the loans at the higher rate also. So the loan distribution will be less. So the money is automatically absorbed from the market, and people don't have much money to invest in market also.
Correct. Say the banks borrow at higher rate, so they will charge higher interest rate on their advances, and hence it is expected that the borrowings from banks will come down and the money in circulation will be less. So that will reduce inflation. This is the point we have to tell about this. And one thing, before going for the interview, you must be reading newspaper regularly. You must know what is Bombay's Stock Exchange Sensex, what is National Stock Exchange Sensex, what is the exchange rate for dollar versus rupees, pound sterling versus rupees. Then you must also know what is the foreign exchange reserves. If any latest figure, if you have, you must have that in your mind. You must know repo rate, bank rate, all these rates you must have in mind, and then go for the interview. Because especially in the context of the variation in stock exchange, rates are going up and down. For example, to say I was just going through the stock exchange rates. It has come down to 57. Anybody knows what is the stock exchange BSE Sensex rate now? I will show you.
No.
I will show you. I will show you. So I think it is better to see here directly every day. NDTV. See the rate today, it is 57,555 and Nifty is 16,972. Today it has come down by 344. Here this has come down by 71 points. Incidentally, there can be allied questions relating to it. Is there any commerce graduate in this group now? Any commerce graduate? Finance graduate? Anybody? Nobody. Then there can be a question. BSE Sensex means what? BSE Sensex is the average price of 30 leading company shares quoted in Bombay Stock Exchange. These stocks are coming from different walks of life, like banking, education, consumer affairs, then information technology, then cement industry, coal industry, likewise every industry. Then
13
average.
total 13 sectors, sir. Total 13 sectors we can covered.
Acha, 13 sectors. I don't know that. Very good.
NSE
If
24, sir.
NSE 24 sectors, very good. If I don't know that point, but I used to tell always from different walks of life, then average लेने से उसको बोलते हैं हम लोग बॉम्बे स्टॉक एक्सचेंज सेंसेक्स. वो तो आजकल बहुत कम होता है. Why it is coming down? It's because, see, in America, the Federal Reserve, the central bank of the country, has raised the interest rate, their federal rate. Because the federal rate has been revised there, it is advantageous for people to invest in America than investing in India. So that is the reason why most of the foreign institutional investors, they are withdrawing monies from our share market and are transferring it to say America. So as a result of that, more stocks are being sold, and as a result, the share prices are coming down. Now reverse is happening. Today I read in newspaper that many of the startup companies who have invested in that Silicon Valley Bank in America are in huge amounts. They are now withdrawn the money. Luckily, what happened in America, within this Saturday, Sunday, they resolved the conflict and said the customers of Silicon Valley Bank can withdraw funds. So from Monday, they were permitted to withdraw funds through, say ATM or through other means or by checks. So people have withdrawn the monies. Now they all want to bring back the money to India. Where to keep that? So that discussion is going on with Minister of External Affairs. He is discussing with the startups. That is the latest news regarding this Bombay Stock Exchange linked Silicon Valley issue. So this is what I would like to tell you about this. But of course, those who are appearing for interview, whether you may not be investing in tax. I also don't invest in say these bonds, shares, and all that. I told wrongly tax. So I suggest you must know about stock market. So what you can do is just go to Google. Just go to Google. Search stock market. Stock market
News.
not news, terms or something like that. If we put, yeah, we will get lot of ideas. 40 common stock market terms for traders. And you will get lot of questions here. What are some stock market terms? Bear market, bull market, dividend, ask, bid, blue chip, etc. Bear market is what is happening now. Everybody is selling shares with the fear they want to reduce their losses. So now it is happening, bear market. What is a bull market? When during Adani's days, when he wanted to improve the price, he was going on the venture of say speculation. He was going on buying shares to increase the price. Dividend is companies will be paying dividend on their share capital if they get profit. This much I know. Blue chip stocks or stocks of leading companies like Infosys, TCS, Britannia, and all that big companies. Then I don't know about this term, ask term, big term. I think they're also coming in relating. If you don't know, please search and find out what is the answer for that. Likewise, this is what I wanted you to know. Glossary. Glossary. This glossary, I'm giving this glossary link. Of course, this is mostly related to America. Now you have to translate it to India. I am giving in our paid group. I am giving in our paid group. Similarly, you can make a search for Google and go to India glossary banking terms. If you read that and mug it up, then automatically this one. This is what I use normally from. We will use this RBI glossary. That is better. I used to use Federal Bank glossary, but I think RBI glossary itself is good. So you can read from this. I'm giving you the link in our Telegram page. Rajan and others, please remember, you can download that and you can read the glossary terms, banking terms. You know, what is the advantage of this? If you read these things once, read twice, thrice, and update your knowledge, you will be able to face the question. Some of these questions, honestly, if you want me to speak immediately, I won't be able to tell. For example, Tier 1 capital, Tier 2 capital, revaluation reserves, leverage. And of course, this is very tough. Here, what you are seeing is very good ones, but very tough ones. You can go through this. And another one is glossary in Federal Bank. Glossary in Federal Bank, only 2 or 3 mistakes are there. And if you eliminate one question on mortgage or something, they are not given properly. Other than that, all other things are okay. Federal Bank, I am giving you that glossary also, or if you have something else also, you can go through that. So this is what it is, Federal Bank glossary. I'm not an agent of Federal Bank, don't mistake me. But then, of course, my major customers are Federal Bank customers only. A lot of people have come, more than 300 candidates have joined in Federal Bank. This is the glossary. This is the glossary. I am giving you that glossary. Here also they will give you A, B, C, D like that. Please go through 2 or 3 questions are not all right. I suggest experienced State Bank people to go through that and tell me which 2, 3 points are not given correctly there so that you can know about it. So this is about today. I have introduced you to the various questions that can be possibly asked in interview. Only we have started beginning. Later on, we will build up on this. So in the meantime, you can be going through this glossary and also other materials. And I know what you are thinking in mind. In the materials also, same thing is given. Yes, but materials may not be that very good as the um, Reserve Bank glossary. So you please get to go through that, mug it up, keep it in your mind so that you can tell in the interviews. Now, regarding Reserve Bank, there can be so many questions like say, foreign exchange reserves. What is the foreign exchange reserves? And then what is repo rate? like why repo rate is raised or reduced. Likewise, so many questions can be asked. What is CRR? What is SLR? How they are to be maintained? This type of questions can be asked in a normal interview in State Bank of India. That will follow the group discussion, about which we will discuss in some other classes. So thank you so much. I
Sir,
will close. Yeah. Yes, please.
so there's a question like Federal Reserve has increased the rate, and the thing that is like banks are Kaljati here. The same thing is done is the same thing is Reserve Bank of India is also doing, like they are also
Yeah.
increasing the rate. So
Yeah.
can this
When,
the same thing
whenever
happen
no,
in India?
your internet is not all right. I suggest you switch over to a better internet provider so that you can participate in our classes properly. Which connection are you using? Airtel or Jio?
Sorry,
Airtel. Which place? Which city?
Sir, Uttar Pradesh. Then,
Uttar Pradesh. No, whatever it is, but why it is so bad? So why don't you try to have some Wi-Fi facility for some temporary days, say for about 1 month or so, in some, if you have some library or some place, but of course you can't speak in library, that's a problem. No, I want you to have good internet connection so that I can hear you. I was not able to hear you. 50% of what you spoke only I could hear. But what I understand is that when the Federal Reserve is raising the interest rate, why RBI is revising, it is only to compensate that. See, the point I told you, FIIs are withdrawing from us, and in order to prevent further withdrawals, our Reserve Bank is also raising the um, repo rates correspondingly, so that it is found economical or beneficial for people to invest in our country. So these are some of the points. Thank you so much. Whether anybody has come for interview by number 77378, are you here? Or 97466, are you here? Anybody has come? Otherwise, thank you so much, boys and girls. We will meet tomorrow again at 8 p.m. Thank you. Thanks,
Sir,
Rajan. Are you
tomorrow
there? Yeah.
morning class.
Tomorrow morning class will be there. That is for State Bank of India people. 7 o'clock, na?
7
You,
o'clock.
yeah, for you 7 o'clock. For me, it will be 8:30 in the night. So
Okay.
I'll be with you for about 40 to 45 minutes. We will discuss
Okay.
on some today on psychometry. Thereafter, we will change over to other topics if necessary. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Best wishes.
Thank you, sir.